The conventions say that the Lords does not block financial measures that affect the budget of the country. And so, yes, of course, that means the finance bill, but it also means things like this that are over £4 billion of public spending. This is obviously a financial matter, but don't take it from me. Take it from Robin Butler, who is possibly. He's one of the greatest constitutional experts in the country. And, of course, he's entirely independent. He's the former cabinet secretary.
Yeah, what about the argument that you signalled this in the election? You didn't.
We did. We set out that we were going to seek £12 billion of welfare savings. This is just over £4 billion of it. But there's a more important point than that, which is that for the debate in the House of Lords, more important than whether it was in the manifesto, although that is very important, and it was, more important than that is that the House of Commons has now debated this 3 times in the vote on the statutory instrument itself.
No, that is quite true.
In the debate in the House of Commons on this, the statutory instrument was passed with a majority of 35.
There's no question about that. It's absolutely true.
Our government majority.
But the argument in which you rest, part of your argument rests, is that it was signalled in the election campaign, and you're using the sort of 12 billion in welfare cuts to say, we knew this was coming on. Listen to the Prime Minister on election question time on 30th of April.
Will you put to bed rumours that you plan to cut child tax credit and restrict child benefits to children?
Well, thank you, Jenny, for that question. No, I don't want to do that. This report that was out today is something I rejected at the time as Prime Minister, and I reject it again today. But I do think it's important we go on reforming welfare.
So a direct question. Do you plan to cut child tax credits and restrict child benefit to children? No.
But the level...
How is that signalling? I mean, he's saying he won't do something. Now he's doing it, and you say it was signalled in the election.
Well, you actually continued the clip which said, but we will continue to make savings in welfare.
After he says, I reject again a plan to cut child tax credit.
And the level of child tax credit is not being changed in this package. So it's consistent with what the Prime Minister said then. It's consistent with the fact that we went into the election calling for 12 billion of further savings in welfare. But more importantly, on the constitutional point, the House of Commons has debated this 3 times. It passed this statutory instrument with a majority of 35, which is almost 3 times the government's majority. And therefore, the House of Commons, which has precedence on these financial matters, has considered it. But we are in listening mode. We want to listen to the views that I respect from the House of Lords, but we hope that they will not take us down an unprecedented constitutional path.